Hey everyone, it's Deacon082! Not only has Team Rocket taken over the radio tower, but they've also taken over all of Goldenrod City. Our next task is to get to the underground, but one of the entrances there is blocked. They've blocked so much stuff around town, we can't get to any of these houses that we wouldn't want to go to anyway. But we can still get to one entrance of the underground. And here in the underground, I fought all these trainers a while back, so I don't have to worry about it. We can go all the way off to the right, and the basement key will open this door. And this takes us to a new room. And in here, we see Team Rocket, but we also see Cellar. Hold it! I saw you, so I tailed you. I don't need you underfoot while I take care of Team Rocket. Wait a second, you beat me before, didn't you? Like, 5 times. That was just a fluke, but I repay my debts. And this is another battle against Cellar. I think this is the 4th battle? Yes, the 4th battle, counting the one at the start with just the starters. He leads off with a Golbat at level 30. I don't have the moves on these things at the moment, but we're going to lead with Liz and just fly, just because Golbat's pretty bulky defensively, so this might take 3 hits to take out. Yeah, it does. Well, okay, Confuse Ray is an issue. I just wanted to get Liz some experience because she got frozen last battle and didn't get any. Well, last episode. And we're going to take out this Golbat with Liz no matter how long it takes, because really you're going to confuse us twice. If we hit with this, I'm just going to laugh, because your Confuse Ray is doing nothing to us. I spoke too soon. Come on, Liz. You can do this. You're going to take out this Golbat, no matter what it takes. And she really wakes up from confusion really quickly. I sense another Confuse Ray, or not. Alright, Liz takes out the Golbat. Liz really isn't useful against anything else that Cellar has. Cellar's next Pokemon is a Magnemite, level 28, still not evolved. We're going to use Austin, because Austin can switch in and take an electric attack. I sense an electric attack. Yep, Thunder Shock. And then we can use Bone Meringue and take you out in one hit, easily. Magnemite 4 times weak to ground moves, really easy to take down. His next Pokemon he'll send out is a Sneasel, a new Pokemon that he has. It's Dark and Ice type, so we should be worried with Austin that we're going to take a hit from an Ice type move. But Sneasel has almost no special attack. Sneasel's actually a really bad Pokemon in this game, even though it's really cool. And it gets amazing once the physical special split comes in, but it's just pretty bad. It's got amazing attack, but nothing to use it with. And it doesn't even use an ice move on us, which that's what would have done the most damage. But oh well, it goes down. And then Cellar's final 2 Pokemon are the same from his previous battles. He has a Quilava at level 32 I mean. He'll actually have his starter at level 32. If you chose either of the other starters, his would be fully evolved by now. So if you chose Chikorita in this battle, or at the start of the game, this battle will be much easier, because he would not have a fully evolved starter until level 36. Austin is just taking out everything at the moment, and Cellar's final Pokemon is a Haunter, and it actually has Shadow Ball, which lowers my special defense even though it's a physical attack. Oh well, Austin's gonna take it out with Dig, because once again Haunter has no defense. And there it goes. Austin's leveled up about 15 times so far in the last 2 episodes. Why? Why do I lose? I've assembled the toughest Pokemon. Apparently not. You should have a Marowak, Tauros, and Magmar on here and you would have a chance. Anyway, love, trust, are they really what I lack? Are they keeping me from winning? Hell no. it's not gonna end here. Not because of this. I won't give up on my dream of becoming the very best, like no one ever was. To catch them is my real test. To train them is my cause. And all three of these next battles are unskippable, but we have a puzzle here. It's 3 different Team Rocket grunts who are guarding switches, and you actually have to flip all 3 switches, so you have to fight all 3 grunts, but these things are cake. This one has a Rattata, not even evolved, so it's gonna go down like cake. Maybe even in one headbutt. I spoke too soon again. Now I have the King's Rock on Emma like I mentioned last episode, but you can only make the opponent flinch if you're faster than them, so Emma isn't the best Pokemon to give it to because she's so slow. But, oh well. If all of these have one Pokemon, I'm just gonna show them all, if not I'll cut them out. And that trainer actually had a Muck as his first Pokemon, but after that it just went downhill because he had a Rattata and a Coughing. So this guy's gonna let us in on a secret if we can beat him, so why don't we actually fight him and learn his secret? He has 2 Pokemon, leads off with a Coughing. We've seen a lot of these lately. This one's level 24, which makes him a weakling. This should be pretty easy. Smog. Smog, that's gonna poison us, because I have bad luck with Smog. Actually, I think in this run, if I say something's gonna happen, then it doesn't, and vice versa. So, let's see. A Muck. Another Muck. These guys have a lot of Mucks. I don't think we'll flinch here with the King's Rock because it's pretty odd. Oh, come on, you can't even... If I try to trick you, it doesn't work either. Darn. Flinches would be nice. Or not. I mean, we're up to like a 50% chance of flinching now. If Togetic had Serene Grace like it does in the later games, we'd basically be guaranteed a flinch. Not really, but pretty close to being guaranteed a flinch. So, the secret that he's gonna tell us is that he blew it. That's not a secret. Alright, a hint. Change the order of switching. That'll change the way the shutters... Really? That's all you gotta tell us? So the order you actually have to flip these switches to get in, you flip the farthest one, switch 3, and then switch 2, followed by switch 1, in order in reverse. Then once you do that, you can sneak through here, another unavoidable battle. They ditched this project before they finished. I'm searching for leftover loot. So they ditched the underground warehouse project. I mean, I can clearly see an underground warehouse. This is Burglar Eddie. He has a Growlithe and I think a Coughing as his second Pokemon. There are also some hidden items in here that you can get by flipping the switches in different orders to open the shutters. One of them is the item called Smoke Ball, and it's a pretty interesting item. It's a held item that allows you to flee from any wild battle. But at this point it's really not useful because we can flee from pretty much any wild battle anyways. So I won't be picking it up because it's just going to take up item space and we'd have to go back and flip the switches in different ways to get it anyway. It's the one right below us there. And guess what? Another unavoidable battle against a burglar. Fork over your goodies! We'll show this one as well, because these are pretty much the only things down here. I guess we'll just easily make this 3 episodes, and this episode will be Cellar and some random burglars, because there's nothing else interesting to show. So if last week was Gym Week, this week is Team Rocket Week, and we've already had a Team Rocket Week, so this is Team Rocket Week Part 2, I guess. Hey look, a Magmar! I'm not gonna do the mirror match where I send in my own Magmar because that'd just take too long. And we can just destroy everything with Andy anyway, so what's the point? What's the point? Andy is trying to learn Rest. And I think I'm actually going to teach this over Scary Face because I haven't used Scary Face. Rest will heal you completely, and it's good when, like, if I don't want to go back to the Pokemon Center, I can use Rest on something, and then give it a Mint Berry and it'll wake up instantly. So that's an interesting thing to think about. I also have a TM for Snore, which deals damage while sleeping, but it's not very powerful. But still, Snore, 40 power, if I ever see myself using Rest, I'll teach Snore so I can do damage in the turns while I'm asleep. And we have another unavoidable battle. This is the 7th unavoidable battle in this room of the underground. They're just making this way too long. It takes so long. This trainer has a gloom. Oh, by the way, this is not the only room of this underground. There is more. There is another room of the underground with more unavoidable battles. They just really want you to take out every single Team Rocket member, apparently. They think the longer it takes, the more likely they are to stop you, but it doesn't work that way, because we can one-shot everything in here with strength, and it's just no challenge. It's just taking so long. But in here, after we take out this grunt, who is Cellar in disguise again, we have an emergency switch. When we turn it on, this series of doors open. And in here, we have some items, like an Ultra Ball, which will come in handy later. We also have some unavoidable trainers. Yep, unavoidable trainer number 8 of the episode. You're not going any farther. I don't show mercy to my enemies, even brats. So, I don't think we're a brat, but he's still not going to show us mercy. His trainer has Eradicate, and this thing is going down in one hit with strength. We can just one-shot everything with strength until we run out of PP, so I'm just going to keep Andy up front for the rest of the episode, because these battles take so long. Whatever. Andy's going to be on pace with Austin soon, gaining 15 levels in 2 episodes. I mean, we got a pretty powerful team. I'm happy with how my Nuzlocke's going so far. I mean, we've lost several, but we've kept our strongest for the most part. And our strongest are just pulling away. It seems like Emma and Liz are losing their usefulness. We also have a Meganium that we've barely used. Here we have a Matt's Ether that restores PP. Hey look, I could use that on, what's-his-face, on Andy. Hey look, unavoidable trainer number 9. It's the Hyuk guy from the Hideout, who we apparently got really good. He was the guy who gave us the password and we thought would be James, I believe. He was like, Hyuk, the password is Eradicate Tail. Haha. I have a pretty good memory of things like that that are completely pointless. So we're going to one-shot this Grimer with strength. These battles really take so long. I know I've said that, but I'm just running out of things to say. Okay, this Weezing will not go down in one hit with strength. I'm gonna make that guarantee right now. Weezing is a tank. He withstands a strength from a Tauros and he's 12 levels lower. Weezing's defense really is through the roof. So, yeah. It's now 8 o'clock at night on Saturday. This is the second episode back-to-back I've recorded. I'm probably going to do all 3 back-to-back, even Fridays, just so I get this. Here we have a staircase. Where does this staircase take us? We have an amulet coin. The amulet coin doubles the money we earn. And we're stuck in here. This is actually the basement of the department store, which is interesting how it's connected. And here we have unavoidable trainer number 10. 10 unavoidable trainers in the basement of the Team Rocket hideout. Well, Team Rocket's hideout in the underground. And if you didn't fight the trainers before this underground, before you needed the basement key, it would have been 12 unavoidable trainers. So This is just insane. But inside this little room in the middle, we also have the director that you might have seen on screen. And this, it'd be funny if it was a second imposter director, and it was just a wild goose chase from here on out. But not quite, they have to make it straightforward. This is the director, but more importantly, this is TM35. And I just taught Turo's Rest, we'll actually be teaching him TM35. Because TM35 is Sleep Talk, and it also attacks while asleep. Any Pokemon in the game can learn Sleep Talk, as long as he can learn TMs. And we're going to get rid of Rage. So Sleep Talk only works when you're asleep, but it randomly chooses a move, so it has a chance of using Strength while asleep, which is good. Anyway, the director, what? You came to rescue me? Thank you. The radio tower, what's happening there? Taken over by Team Rocket. Here, take this card key. And we can use this card key to open a door on the 3rd floor of the radio tower, which will let us continue farther. Team Rocket might be able to control a Pokemon using a special signal from the transmitter, and that would probably not be a good thing. So, we are going to end this episode here, and you can actually, once you rescue the director, you can use the department store as an easy way out. So next time on Let's Play Pokemon Crystal version Nuzlocke, we will be finishing up our activities in the radio tower in Goldenrod City and taking down Team Rocket. See you next time!